Hey, it's Papa Dips here, and I want to take a little bit of time to talk to you about SmackDown vs. Raw 2010. I'm flipping! You see, it's not that I don't have a sense of humor. It's just that I laugh randomly. Now let me tell you a little bit more about myself, okay? So just sit back and relax. Alright, you see, Willard is my name. That is who I is. Even though I'm Willard, you can call me Papa Dips. I really like to talk and I really love to eat. I even name my username after a chocolate treat. If you like my channel, then sit back and listen. And if you truly love me, you bring me your piece of chicken. Now, in case you've been wondering where I've been all this time, I guess you can say that I've been doing a little bit of soul searching. Hey, have you seen my soul? Don't give me that look. Okay, I guess I haven't really been looking that hard. Of course, SmackDown vs. Raw 2010 is the 11th installment of the SmackDown series. And you know, every single year they hype the SmackDown vs. Raw games to be the biggest and the best ever. And every single year it seems like we're disappointed. Of course, last year, the disappointment for me, of course, and I'm pretty sure for a lot of people, of course, there were glitches that, you know, people took advantage of. But that's inevitable. You're going to find glitches. But the biggest problem with the car system was having to build every single car from scratch. I mean, what happened to the unlimited car points? What happened to that? Why can't we choose the abilities that we want our characters to have, you know? And if you're a SmackDown versus Raw fan, if you're a SmackDown versus Raw diehard fan, you know what I'm talking about. 2008 was the biggest disappointment. I think that 2006, I never played 2007, but I'm pretty sure that 2007 was better than 2008. But here, 2010 I hear is going to be so good that Kanye West actually called them while they were developing the game to interrupt them and tell them that SmackDown vs. Raw 2010 is going to be one of the greatest wrestling video games of all time. Of course, SmackDown vs. Raw 2010 offers you new creation tools that offer you more flexibility. I mean, from what I've heard, SmackDown vs. Raw 2010 is going to be even more flexible than your grandma. Come on, you know it's funny. Come on, why so serious? SmackDown vs. Raw 2010 offers you the ability to make your own highlight reel. Now that's something that they're bringing back from 2009. It gives you the opportunity to take the best moments of your matches, and replay them and have them memorized. I mean, it's kind of like the ESPN countdown version of SmackDown vs. Raw, basically. And that's pretty cool. But the main reason that I'm getting it, and why a lot of other people are probably getting it, is because of the create your own story mode. Of course, you can create your own matches and your own match stipulations. You can control what happens backstage. You can make people attack people backstage. You can do interviews, man. You can do control what your superstars say. Now, I know that they've taken out the ability for your superstar to like actually speak and you hear the voice. But to make up for it, you can control anything that your superstars say. So that's pretty cool. You can control the scenes that like the settings of your scenes, basically. You can make it happen backstage. You can make something happen in the parking lot. You have so much more control. You have control of the storylines, man. It's going to be so awesome. Oh, I didn't mean that in a, actually, man, it's just it's an interjection. It's just something I say because I know that there's girls that love SmackDown vs. Raw too. As a matter of fact, if you are a girl, now you can use divas in the storylines. You're not forced to use the guys. And actually, they're bringing back the Road to WrestleMania. Road to WrestleMania, when they bring that back, you can use your own superstars now. I was like, you know, last year when they had Road to WrestleMania, I was like, wait a minute, I want to use my own superstars. They didn't have that option, but now they're bringing it back. They're going back to the roots. You can use divas, which I don't remember them ever allowing you to use in the story mode, and you can use your own car, which is pretty cool. Speaking of cars, they've improved their cost system. Remember how in the past when you used to create your characters, like you would have to wait for hours. Well, not literally hours, but you would have to wait a long time to build your characters because it would take a long time to load. They've improved that. And remember how you used to feel like you were Picasso because when you would create your characters, it looked like their clothes were painted on? They've improved on that. When your character moves, their clothes move too. And they also have like this chicken head, so I could like create a chicken to beat up on. Like, dude, I can actually choke my chicken without anybody being offended now. I mean, that's pretty cool. So not only is there like more clothes to choose from for your created characters, but now you can actually customize real superstars clothes so that when you do your shows, because I know there's some car leaguers out there, there's some people who create their own car league, and if you ever thought about creating your car league, your own car league, SmackDown vs. Raw 2010 has made it so much more simpler for you. There's less editing for you to do because you can do it actually on the game. I mean, you can customize superstars' clothes so that they have more than one outfit to use, so that when they go to the show, you know, they have different wardrobe to wear. I mean, that's pretty cool actually, because basically there's more customization now, there's more flexibility, there's more choices. Oh yeah, and my favorite feature from last year, Creative Finisher, is coming back. Remember how on Creative Finisher all you can do was like grape loops and stuff? Now you can go up to the top rope. You can go to the top rope and create something insane. I can't wait to, you know, when it comes out, that's like one of the first, okay, the two first things that I'm going to be focused on are Creative Finisher and create your own story. Those are the those are the main reasons I'm getting SmackDown vs. Raw 2010 right there. Create a finisher and create your own story. Create your finishers, it has more parts now, so you can create even better finishers than last year. Also, you can share this stuff online now. You can share your wrestlers, your finishers, your shows, your episodes, okay? You can rate other people's shows now. Like, this will be great for, okay, one of my favorite online federations, for example, SMF, Story Mode Federation. Actually, I'm going to put a link in here for that channel because I love Story Mode Federation. It's entertaining to watch, okay? Somebody like that, they can reach more people. If you want to start your own storyline or your own colleague, you want to start your own online wrestling federation, you can do it a lot easier now because now you can reach more people. You can actually reach people who are interested in wrestling. I mean, how cool is that? And oh, if you've been away from SmackDown vs. Raw 2000, SmackDown vs. Raw period. If you've been away from it, now there's like this new, it has this new interactive training tips that it has over 100 tips, and basically if you don't know the controllers, it helps you through so that you can learn it a lot easier, you know, so you can, excuse me, so you can pick back up where you left off and pretty much figure out SmackDown vs. Raw 2010's controllers a lot easier. Now, I haven't officially played SmackDown vs. Raw 2010 yet because it hasn't come out yet, but here's my final conclusion. Here's my analysis of SmackDown vs. Raw 2010. SmackDown vs. Raw 2010 has unparalleled creativity for die-hard wrestling fans, people that desire to create their own car leagues, and storytellers alike. With the tools that they've added, there's a lot of customization. So, you know you're going to get the game anyways. So I just got to ask you.
What are you waiting for, huh? What are you waiting for?
Just brings that touch, it's literally